tell you what they want if you'll listen. You know, that's the hardest thing I think for a lot of bigger companies. You know, is they don't listen well. People are telling them what they want. Think global, act local. I mean, you know, we're sort of doing that today. I think there's a lot of wonderful things. I mean, it's amazing since I've left how many great things are happening. I know Tessa and Sanjay have been doing lots of jellies and co-workings across the city. You know, I know there's an OTP versus ITP debate, and you know, great, start more. I mean, nobody has a franchise on this. Start more. You know, get 2 or 3 people, go work somewhere, and Twitter about it. Get other people to do that. You don't have to join one of the ones that already exist if you live 40 miles across town. Startup Riot, Sanjay, Startup Gauntlet. There's lots of activities. Google these things. You'll find great amounts of information. Mike Schenkel, Well Entrepreneurs, continue to growing. Great resources here. ATD's got a lot of great resources. There's an amazing amount. SoCon, obviously, we're all here. There's a lot of great local things. There's also some very exciting new funding opportunities. I think there's a lot of complaint that Atlanta doesn't have money and the investment community and blah, 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 blah. There's plenty of money here. There's plenty of money that will find good deals. Don't worry, if you guys have something great, amazing, people will go out of their way to get to you to find it. It doesn't matter where you're at.
Let's go back, 24, 25, 100 years, there was the Agora. And currently, the only place we usually see that word is in the term agoraphobia. We've heard the fear of big open spaces. But the Agora, that's where it came from. It's a big open space where people came together. It was the center of civic life in Athens. Within Athens, there are actually 3 agoras. There's the current agora, which is the big market where folks are coming together. There was the ancient Athenian agora, and then there was the ancient Roman agora. And these were the first markets, and you had the slide up before. Long before we all started becoming, or many of us started becoming marketers and turned it into sort of this weird verb thing. Market was a place, it was a noun, it was where individuals like us all got together to have conversations, and as part of that, sometimes business was transaction, but it was much more about what we were actually doing. Over the next little bit, and again, really want this, I've got maybe half a dozen slides, but then really just want us to have a conversation. This is an unconference, which means don't have everything coming from down here. It's us all exchanging ideas. The first type of market I want to look at is an auction. And I've got a couple of shots here from Tsukiji in Japan. Now, this is a huge fish market. It's on par. How many folks are from New York or have been to New York? So, like Fulton fish market, but without the accent. But kind of same idea. These folks have, every day, those huge fish come in. These fish can go from $15,000 to $20,000 US, ultimately, if you cut them up into nigiri sushi and mix it down to the sushi bar restaurant. So, very, very sizable type of product. And the way that these work is they actually lay all these fish out, and the customers come to the market. Now, the vendors have set up the market. They put their wares out. The customers come there, and they spend time looking at what they're thinking about purchasing. They're interacting with each other. They're sharing notes. This one looks good. This one doesn't look so good. And what ultimately happens is we have this really high energy auction where the price starts out at some floor, and in this particular type of market, the price goes up and up until someone says, yep, that's the price that I'm going to pay and nobody else is willing to bid higher. So, as a start, this is a great example of one flavor of market where customers and vendors are coming together.